is a show that focuses on the person behind the brony. I'm your host, Osaka Jack. Please sit back and relax as we talk to this week's guest brony. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Into the Spotlight. This is your host, Osaka Jack. With me today, I have someone that an entire country has heard, but probably you haven't heard yet. Miss Fina Hylen. Hello.
Hey. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well,
This is
thank you so
great.
much for being on. I do appreciate it. Schedules get difficult with people in Europe.
Yeah, I get that.
It's seriously so much easier for people in America because they're waking up when I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed when they're waking up. So just one of us has to stay up late. But Europe, no, it's it's hard.
It's hard. But we're here.
Yes. Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
So if anybody doesn't know, could you do a quick description? What do you do?
Well, right now I'm a stay-at-home mom with my 1-year-old son, but I also am a voice actress, an actress, and perform in musicals and shows here in Sweden.
Nice.
Yeah.
And at least one of the shows most people listening to this will be familiar with.
Yes, I think so.
I would hope so, because honestly, I'm flattered if you're listening to this and have no idea about Pony. I really am. But why are you here? Seriously.
Well, yeah.
You're welcome. Stay, pull up a chair. Come on.
Please stay, hang out, but chill out.
But yes, you are one of the actresses for My Little Pony in Sweden.
Yes.
Yay. I
am. It's great.
Mm-hmm. And the main character that you've done has been Luna.
Yes. Princess Luna.
Now, I am curious, if you can't mention, that's just fine, I understand. But how many seasons has Sweden done so far? I know at least 2.
Yeah, I know at least 2 as well. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're on the 3rd.
Okay.
Now, okay. I think. But you're up to 4 or something, right?
42 days as of recording this until season 4 is released.
Oh, 42 days.
Yes.
Okay, I'm counting. Good. Then I'll have more work, probably.
We can hope so, yes.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope that Luna returns and everything's amazing.
Well, I know that season 2 was her big show with Luna Eclipsed, but there is a return in season 3, Sleepless in Ponyville, where she will help out Scootaloo.
Ooh.
And I don't know if that's coming up or not. I'm not going to speculate, but that's in season 3. I know.
Okay. So, good. That sounds great.
But very surprising to me, a little bit ago, but when we were prepping for this interview, a few weeks ago, you had mentioned that you thought you were Lightning or a similar.
Yeah, no, I know, right? I remembered that's actually Derpy. Because I looked into it and I saw, no, that's not lightning bolts. He was jumping on a cloud.
Yep.
He's jumping up and down on a cloud, and that's why I got the lightning bolt. But when I looked at it, she has bubbles.
Yes, she does have bubbles. That's never been explained, but a lot of people have theories on it. But yes, you do the voice for Derpy as well, which
I do.
I cannot tell you how many people listening to this are just fan-sploding right now.
Oh, yeah, I love her. She's so sweet.
I know.
She's great, and she's so ditzy and sweet.
Now the ultimate line from her in the English version is, "I just don't know what went wrong."
Alltså jag fattar inte vad som gick fel. There you go.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it.
It's sweet.
That and
yeah.
When I started to look for it, I found I just found a 6-second clip of you as Luna doing "Huzzah! How many points do I receive?"
Oh yeah. Tada! Hur många poäng får jag för det där? That's the one, right?
That's it. Yes, that's absolutely it. I was shocked that the huzzah was so similar.
Yeah, we went with a ta-da.
Ta-da, okay.
Ta-da.
It works.
It works, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely works. It's a lot of emotion in that one little 6-second thing. She's really excited about having done something she hopes everybody will like.
I know, right? She was really concerned about it, everybody there,
Yeah.
and nobody got it. I felt so bad for
Yeah, yeah.
her.
Yeah. But it's easy to see where people would suddenly believe that she is a gamer just from some points in that. Huzzah! How many points did I receive? So excited about it.
Yeah, she is such a gamer.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the fan idea that has come forward, and I don't see any reason to disagree with it. Yep, she
Me
is.
neither. Definitely a princess gamer.
Oh, that such pressure to make good games. I would imagine game developers are just in fear.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm curious, how did it get started that you did the voice of Luna? Or
Oh,
I'm assuming that Luna was done before, just because it happened earlier in the season, but I really don't know.
well, I did I also did her when she was evil. What's her name?
Oh,
Moon,
Nightmare Moon, really?
Nightmare Moon. Yeah, I did Nightmare Moon as well.
Okay.
So I'm not sure actually how it got started. Actually, when I started out with the voice acting,
Hmm.
my fiance had tried for 10 years. It's a really closed circle of
Sure.
people who work with voice acting in Sweden,
Yes.
and it's really hard to get into it.
Hmm.
And when we met, he had been working at it for like 10 years trying to get in, and he had made he had dubbed stuff at home,
Hmm.
which he had sent into the biggest dubbing studios in Sweden. So when we met, they actually contacted him to do a voice test,
Okay.
and I was like, "What? Are you going in for a voice test? This is crazy!" And he actually got the job as well.
Oh,
So when
nice.
he started yeah, so he did Jimmy Two Shoes. I don't know if
Okay.
you've heard of it, but that was his first part, Jimmy Two Shoes, and we and I got really excited because well, he's gonna do it. I want to do it. So he said, well, if you want to do something that you can send in to the studios, that is great. So you're gonna love this. I actually chose from a scene from My Little Pony.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did. From My Little Pony, the movie with the purple ooze from the 80s, 86 or something.
Oh, okay, okay. I don't know
Yeah.
the exact title, but I'm slightly familiar with it. I have four sisters. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I took a scene from that movie because there's a lot of female voices and I love the ponies.
Sure.
And I did the witches and I did everything. I have that too here somewhere
Oh,
if
wow.
you want to hear it. Then I do all the voices. I do everything. So I sent that in, and then I started going to the studios with it in my hand and saying to people, listen to it. I want to work with this,
Right.
please. And eventually somebody looked at it and listened to it, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I got in the game. And then I had mentioned to people that I wanted to do My Little Pony
Hmm.
at the studios, and after a couple of years I got the call and they said, well, we have some work for you in My Little Pony.
Oh, nice.
And I said, yay. And yeah, and that's how I got started.
Lovely. That's great.
Yeah. Hmm?
Did you uh did you specifically try for Luna Nightmare Moon to start with, or did you just go in and say, who do you have for me?
I went in and said, who do you have for me?
Gotcha.
Because I work with the guy who was the technician who was responsible for My Little Pony had worked a lot with me.
Okay.
So, and I talked to him about My Little Pony because I knew he was on it,
Hmm.
and he knows I can do quite a range of different voices.
Sure.
So he felt I was perfect.
Oh, okay.
So that there you have it.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, I know it's amazing.
I have heard that it is a similar situation in America and Canada where voice acting tends to be a small circle,
Yeah.
And it's really hard to break in,
Mm.
but the people who do break in are really good at doing it.
Yeah. It's you have to be, because if you can only do one voice, you don't get so many jobs.
Sure.
So you have to be able to kind of squeak your voice and do all different kinds of things.
Yep.
With it. Sound like an old lady, or sound like a little girl, or sound like a little boy, or sound like a happy pony or a sad pony, or you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love it, and it's a challenge every time you walk into the studio, and
Sure.
I love every single second of it.
Now, I am curious, and I know it's going to sound silly, but it's an honest to goodness question. Do you
Okay.
have allergies?
I do.
What do you do when it's a day to work and you are just stuffed up beyond belief? I mean, is there a home remedy that you use to clear out the sinuses or something?
Actually, the allergies I have is not. It doesn't
It's not
manifest
seasonal?
in my sinuses
Oh,
or
okay.
no. The allergies I have. I listen to this. I live in Sweden, and I'm allergic to cold.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So
To be
I.
totally honest with you, there are
Yeah.
some Japanese people I have met who are allergic to fish. So
Oh,
it
good.
is
And I'm
possible.
not.
It is possible to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not that unique. That's good. But I get itching. Itching. It starts to itch, and I get like it gets itchy, and it's rash on my legs mostly. So
Oh.
that's what happens. And I also have asthma. So
Okay.
that's I just take my medicine and I'm fine. But my fiance, he has more allergies, and it's in his sinuses and in his nose, and he dubs and does voice acting, and he
Sure.
directs, and also
Okay.
directs different Disney productions.
Right.
And he has the salt water solution, and
Okay.
he rinses the sinuses, and yeah, it's yeah, he do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, just shoot the water up the nose.
Yep.
Oh.
And see it go out the other side.
Woo.
Woohoo!
I mean, it'll work.
Yeah, it does.
I
It does
had
work.
a few months ago, I had really stuffed up, and I happened to be drinking a little bit of rum, and something made me cough at the same time. So it actually came out my nose, and I tell you what, that burned so much for about 20 seconds. But after that, I was totally free and clear. I was like, oh, this is wonderful.
I'm so sorry, I'm laughing.
It's funny.
That
It's
must have been
funny.
horrible.
No. It's a family thing. My mother actually was eating peaches, and an entire eighth of a peach went out her nose when she laughed.
Oh my God.
She had the nickname Peaches
Oh,
for decades.
I would have liked to have seen that. I'm sorry.
We didn't, no.
No. Okay. Well, no. So no major allergies, but you
Okay.
know, you have allergy medicine and that sort of thing. That kind of works, but sometimes you kind of sound stuffy, and that's
Sure.
not a best work day, but
Right.
it'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, because I appreciate knowing what people's home remedies are for items like that, and I
Sure.
know that hot tea tends to do a good job.
Yeah. And if you don't have allergies, or if you're allergic, this is my singer tip. You take fresh ginger
Mhm.
and you chop it up and you put it in boiling water. And if you're dry in your throat,
Mhm.
then don't use lemon, because it will dry you up even more. So just honey and fresh ginger.
Oh,
But if you have a little phlegm going on in the
right.
throat, then lemon is perfect, and squeeze in some lemon there as well.
Interesting.
So it will dry. That is the singer tip of the day. Bing!
Bum, bum, bum.
There you go. Yeah.
I do know that you should, if you're planning, if unless you want it for the voice, avoid dairy,
Yeah.
because dairy will just stuff up your nose for a bit, get you really phlegmy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an English
Right.
teacher, and I don't know if phlegmy is a word, but if not, I'm going to categorize it right.
Well,
Copyright.
I bought it. I got it.
Yeah.
So phlegmy. Yeah, I like it.
That could be the name of my next cat.
Oh no.
No, it'll be just the cutest, sweetest little ball of fur ever, and people come over. Oh, what's her name? Flemmy.
Or or what cat?
This
Like, what was your name of your cat? What cat?
To be totally honest, when I was younger, my dad did name one of our cats What. So it was like Abbott and Costello. Anytime anybody came over, what's your cat's name? Yes. Does your cat have a name? What? Your cat. What? Your cat. What?
I love it. It's hysterical.
Yeah. We
Oh
liked
my
it too.
god.
It was easy enough for us to understand, even as very young kids, and everybody else got frustrated. So it was
Oh, humor. That's great.
Wait, you
Oh,
mentioned it briefly, but you said that you're actress and musical actress. What are some
yes.
other things that you have been in?
Well, I did Grease,
Okay.
and
Who were
where
you? Who were you?
I was Jan.
Okay.
Yeah, the hysterical one who keeps stuff in her face
Right, right, right.
through the entire musical. It was really funny trying to sing with sandwich stuffed in your mouth
Sure,
and
sure.
trying to dance without
Choking.
trying to, yeah, exactly, choking. But I loved it. But I keep going to auditions. I was at one. You saw my tweet
Yep.
that I went to audition last week, I think it was. And I realized when I got there that they were only looking for dancers. And I can dance, but I am not like the best dancer.
Sure.
So I went on home. I
Interesting.
went on home, but I do a lot of shows,
Okay.
and I've done shows on a cruise liner that goes between Oslo in Norway and Kiel in Germany.
Okay. Okay.
It's huge, it's the biggest luxury ships that boards cars as well.
Okay.
It's like a huge ferry, and I've been on tour doing shows around Sweden. Sweden is a really long country,
Sure, sure.
so the people who live way up in the north, they kind of close off from all the fun entertainment going on in the south.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I know, right? And they don't have the big, they don't have the huge theaters, or they have to go very, 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 very far to get to see some shows.
Sure.
So I went on tour with one of the biggest production companies that does shows in Sweden, and I went on tour around for a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
and that was great. Seeing all different sides of Sweden.
Yeah.
And kind of being a tourist in your own country. It's great.
I highly recommend everybody to travel around their own country as much as possible.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts when I hear people speak of how they really like to go to the moon or visit other planets, and I'm like, you haven't been to the next town. And you have a car and lots of free time.
So where's the adventure?
Yeah.
You have to create your own adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been by train. I've been to almost every area in Japan, and it's wonderful. Just explore where you are.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
You don't need to go far, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. No, it's great. I've seen a lot of places and villages that house like 20 people or something.
Wow.
We went through. We're like, okay, this is where you live.
I'm curious
Nice.
how the reception would be in such a small area. I mean, I would
Yeah.
imagine there's not a lot of audience feedback.
No, no, it's not great. But also, it's we're not that cramped in Sweden. We kind of have a lot of open spaces,
Sure.
and we have a lot of so in the middle of nowhere, there is no reception. But if there's a small, like the village I was talking about just now,
Yeah.
they have to put up poles so that they have reception.
Okay.
And since it's so far between each village or city, they have to put up in between because people commute and they have to be able to talk on the phone. So
Of course.
it's okay.
Mm.
It could be better with
Okay.
the reception, but it's still it's fine, I guess.
Well, I was
I don't.
also thinking reception as in, how did the people react? Because I know that a
Oh,
large audience is, even if it's a small laugh, if you get 500 people doing a small laugh, it sounds so much more hilarious than 5 people doing a medium laugh.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. English is my second language, so
No, no,
I'm
no.
trying.
You did the absolute correct definition of the word. Just
Lost
it
in
has
translation.
multiple definitions.
Yeah, it does. Yes, and that was the great thing about being somewhere smaller,
Hmm.
because they don't get a lot of entertainment, and it was so appreciated, and it was so much fun because they loved every second of it, and that makes my job even more fun
Yeah, yeah.
and easy because they were so grateful and thankful for having us. So it was great. I love it.
Hmm. I do see on your Twitter page. I'm hoping you were in Wicked.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a kid. I am a huge nerd,
Okay.
as you know, as
Uh-huh.
I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love musicals, I love TV shows, I love cartoons, I love
Hmm.
movies and all that sort of thing. And I died when I heard Wicked the first time. I literally, no, didn't literally die. That would be insane. I literally die.
You're a zombie now. That's
I
great.
am a zombie. I am the middle of the Walking Dead here, it seems like. No, no. I was actually working in Gran Canaria at the time
Mhm.
and doing a show there in a huge show restaurant where I was waiting on tables and I was on stage, and then I went down to wait on some on my guests, and then I was on stage singing and they were clapping, and then I went to, it was hysterical,
Yeah.
and we were sweating in their food, and it's really insane. No, just kidding. And
No, you're not. No, you're not.
uh,
I've worked in similar places. It's absolutely like that. Yes.
I know. And and sometimes my boss down there, he felt like we needed the boost. We were far away from home, and we needed some boost, some energy, some inspiration. So sometimes before each show, he would play some inspirational music for
Okay.
us. And this particular day, he played Defying Gravity from
Ah,
Wicked.
yes.
And from the first bars, I was hooked. I was like, what is this? Why are they so great? And why is this song so great? Who has written it? What is it about? I need to know everything.
Nice.
So I need, and that the picture,
Mhm.
I'm thinking you're from my profile picture, I'm
Yes.
thinking.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Halloween 2 years ago.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So I made the hat myself.
Uh-huh.
I made the makeup myself. I ordered it from, I told you I'm a nerd. I ordered it, I ordered it from the US,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and actually had the stuff I couldn't order. I had friends that lived there send it to me,
Nice.
and I went online. I looked up how to do the perfect makeup and
Mhm.
how to greenify myself,
Yes.
and that's how it turned out. And I ordered a witch's outfit from, because I can't sew for
Sure, sure.
anything.
You
Uh,
said you
I,
made the hat.
yeah, I know. I barely put it
Okay,
together.
all right.
It took like 2 weeks. No, it took a real long time for me to put together that hat. And but I ordered a witch's dress,
Okay.
because and the thing is, the Wicked has never been in Sweden.
Oh, okay.
It has never been done in Sweden, and I have my one of my best friends is a translator, and he
Mhm.
translated the entire show. So he asked me to record it so he could hear what his lyrics sounded like in song.
Sure.
So I did that. So I have that to listen to, and I have a picture of me as Elphaba, but I haven't actually played her. That
I
is still
see.
in my
Okay.
dreams. But
Okay.
there's still a chance. It hasn't been to Sweden yet.
Yeah. It's just
And
that I know it is in Japan right now, and usually if a musical makes it to Japan, it's been pretty much everywhere so far.
really,
We're they just
but
got
it's been in
Lion King
Japan for a
about a year or
while.
so ago.
Oh, really?
Well, it just started in Japan a
Oh,
year or so ago. So,
oh, I thought it had been there for a while.
no, not
No.
really.
Okay.
Japan has a lot of its own musicals and own musical theaters, which are okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, when it comes to like Broadway or off-Broadway shows, if Japan gets it, then probably everybody else has gotten it already.
Well, not Sweden. We're
It's a
so
shame.
behind. We're boring here. No. Yeah, but the thing, my fiance is yelling at me from downstairs saying that we have the Wizard of Oz is really big in the English-speaking world, like
Yes.
Australia and Britain and the US.
Oh, yes.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And if you say to a Swedish person, "Do you have seen the Wizard of Oz?" They're like, "Yeah." Do you remember that there's a green witch? No. Like, you haven't really seen it, have you? So that culture with the Wizard of Oz is non-existent in Sweden. That's why we haven't had it.
To be totally honest, it hasn't come to Japan either. I mean, most of Japan has not seen The Wizard of Oz, and they have no idea what it is. But they know that Wicked is a good musical.
Well, that is because Japanese are smarter than Swedish people, obviously.
I would never claim that. Just because I've had the cheese that's available here, and that's enough for me to deny that claim.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. I'm kidding. But I think that's why. And Swedes are the Swedish production people are really scared about putting out or doing anything else than West Side Story and Sound of Music and Rent, and
Oh, okay. Oh, surprise.
So that's the thing. But I'm living on hope that it will come here one day, and that part will be mine.
I'm just curious if Avenue Q has made it.
It has.
Oh my goodness!
It has.
I wish that would come to Japan, but humor never translates.
No, it's really hard. I know, but it has, and it was really great actually. But people took their kids.
Oh, not good.
No, not good.
Very, very not good. No.
I know. I know. It was horrible. I went to see it, and it was a kid, and I was like, why is this kid here? She is going to have really weird things happen to her face.
Yes. Very similar in America. When Miyazaki's movie Princess Mononoke came, I saw parents taking their kids because, it's an animated movie. It'll be fun. No.
Yeah, I know. Do your research.
No.
Dude. No. Do your research. I don't know. I know, but you just had to go online to see what kind of musical you bought tickets for.
Yes, yeah.
And it will say, no, not appropriate for kids.
Well, I would think that the ticket vendor would at least say, you just bought a kid's ticket for this, and I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope they would say that, but
I would hope that too. Oh my God, no, but it made it, and I was so happy to go see it, and it's amazing. I love the tagline for it that it had in the US. It was like Avenue Q, the musical that doesn't suck. It was great. It was so funny.
I hadn't heard that, but that's very accurate.
I know. I thought it was great. I saw it on the picture of a side of a bus.
Uh-huh.
It said that. I thought it was really funny. But I don't think musicals suck because I love it. True. So yes. For other people.
Right. Well, on the topic of musicals, I am wondering if the season 3 finale for My Little Pony has been voiced yet. And again, if it's something we can't mention,
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
But I'm not sure.
Oh, all right.
But I know the Equestria Girls is out.
Okay.
So I don't know. Did that come before or after?
After.
After. Then probably no.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, no. I mean, Equestria Girls came after the season.
Oh, Equestria Girls came after. Oh. Yes. Then I'm not sure. As I said, I as I spoke to you earlier, I told you I tried to record everything that me and my fiance voices.
Sure.
But for some reason, our machine won't record the My Little Pony. They only recorded one My Little Pony, and this is a mystery that I need to. Yeah, I know, it's horrible, and it's a disaster, is what it is. And I need to figure that out because I don't have one episode, and that is the episode with Derpy,
which is a good episode. Absolutely, it's a just wonderful episode. But yeah, you need to get some others on there. But no, the season 3 finale is almost pure musical. It's 7
I love it already.
songs.
I love it already. I need to
22-minute episode with 7 songs.
Wait a minute. No, I don't recognize this.
Uh-oh.
No.
I won't mention what happens then, because I
Good,
don't want to
good.
spoil it for you. Not at all.
No, don't spoil.
I will
Good.
say that the music is fabulous, and I've already mentioned it to you before, but yes, Celestia has a song, and it just broke my heart as a teacher to listen to it.
Oh.
It was very beautiful. Luna does not sing yet.
Darn it. We have
hoping,
to fix this.
yeah.
Let's
Honestly,
hope she has her own song soon.
heck, you know what? If it's a Luna and Derpy duet, I would just be pleased as punch, and everybody would be through the roof.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
Talk about a challenge. Oh, I love me a challenge. That's great.
Have you,
Oh.
in all of the roles that you've done, have you done any singing in the animation? I mean, you mentioned Equestria Girls, but like, have you done any animation where it's your character who's singing?
That is a tough one. I have to think now. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. No, let's see. If I have a character that's been singing, I don't think so, but I wanted to.
Sure.
Because that is a huge challenge to keep your voice as you're singing, and I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't recall doing that.
Yet.
Unfortunately. Yet. Exactly.
Yet. Mm-hmm.
That is a goal to set for myself. So not yet.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it will come.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I've spoken to Anna Lee before, but I'm curious about you. Have you had any interaction with the Brony fan base?
I haven't, unfortunately, and that's why I'm doing this interview with you, because I love the Bronies, and I love that the My Little Pony has such a huge fan base, and I'm so proud to be a part of that.
Yay.
In Sweden, and I would love to interact more with all the fans, and that's why I'm doing this interview, and that's why I have a Twitter account, and you know, it's actually a goal. I love what Annalie's doing, and she's going to different cons and doing that sort of thing, and I would love that. And it looks like so much fun. You get to meet the audience, and since I work on stage, I'm so used to meeting my audience, and with the voice acting, I don't get to do that. And I would love to meet the audience with a voice acting.
I think that would give you a pretty unique perspective, because I know most voice actors almost never interact with their audience.
I know
a lot of the English pony voice actors have mentioned how insane it was, because they've had a long career as animation voices and have never had anything like this, and have never had requests for interviews before.
Exactly. No, never. This is amazing for me. I'm cloud 9 here. This is amazing. I love it.
Oh man, that would be the best name for an original character, Cloud 9. Just happy all the time, flying around Pegasus.
Oh yeah, oh that would be amazing. Nothing, the incurable optimist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought earlier I thought of a great Pegasus named Silver Lining, who would be just see the good in every situation, but those two could be friends.
Yeah, they should be best friends. They would be unstoppable and hated by everyone.
And they don't care, because they're just on cloud 9 and they see the silver lining. Woohoo!
Exactly. That's it, Hasbro.
I love it.
This is where you heard it.
Not even Hasbro. Shoot, we'll make it.
We'll make it.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll create our own ponies.
Have you had a chance to make your own pony?
No. I haven't.
Okay.
Did you do that?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of programs online, and there's artists who are usually very willing to help you make your own little pony. And Annalie has hers. I could show you some pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah, I would love that. Is that the pic you have here on Skype? Is that yours?
Yep, that's mine. His name is Eureka.
Eureka, that is the cutest thing.
Yeah.
Eureka, I love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. I have to have my own pony, right?
You don't have to. I mean,
No,
that's
of
that's
course
the
I
thing.
don't.
It's not something that you have to. Some people I know are not comfortable with it. Fine.
Well,
Not going to force you at all. But at the same
no,
time,
you're not forcing me. As I said, I am a huge nerd. I need to have my own pony. And now my son has heard me. Again,
oops.
he's screaming at me. Okay, no, he's okay.
Okay, that's good. Has you don't have to answer this if you wouldn't like to, but how does he react when he hears you on TV?
He doesn't.
Okay.
I have friends. He's only one, so he's
Yes.
not that old yet. But
Okay.
I have colleagues and friends who kind of try to talk to their kids as they're watching, like their dads doing. They're sitting watching TV, and their dad comes up to them and say, "Hey, can you hear that? That's me." Shh, Daddy, shh. But do you hear that it's me doing the. Daddy, you're ruining it. Stop it. Okay, never mind.
I heard a story by oh, I've gone blank on his name. I believe his name is Kevin Clash, but the man who does Elmo from Sesame Street.
Uh-huh.
He said that he would have, when his son was younger, he would have conversations on the phone with his son, and then his son would say, "Okay, now, Daddy, put Elmo on, please."
Oh, that is the
And he would have to
cutest.
switch over to Elmo's voice, and then he would say, "Now, Elmo, this and this and this, and be sure to tell Daddy that da 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 da."
Oh, that is the cutest. I'm so stealing that.
Do
If
it,
he has a
yes, absolutely.
if he has a favorite character of mine, I'm going to
Yep,
talk to him on the phone as the character. Definitely, that is brilliant.
that's just be sure you choose the character well. We don't want. I know that one of the ones that you have done is Legend of Korra, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I do Korra.
I'm I'm terribly sorry to admit that I haven't watched any of that yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How
I'm sorry.
dare you?
I know.
That is absolutely fine. It's I don't know if you watched the Last Airbender.
No.
The episode of the Last Airbender. No, not that either. You missed that?
You know, Japan has a lot of animations that come out, and
Oh,
it's
you
really
should.
difficult for me to keep up with every country's animation and excuses, excuses, excuses.
Yes, you should be ashamed. No,
I
no,
know.
no. But it's actually it's really huge. And
Yes.
the Avatar: The Last Airbender was really huge, and everybody in Sweden loved to voice it because it was such a great show. And now Legend of Korra is here, and that is what happens after
Oh, okay. Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. And Korra is the new Avatar, and she's a girl, and she kicks butt,
But
and she is amazing. And
okay.
I love doing a strong female character who
Yes.
doesn't apologize for what she is or what she does. She is just awesome.
So Korra,
It's a
Luna,
lot.
Derpy, we've got a trio here.
Exactly.
Unapologetic, don't fit in, and what are you going to do about it? Huh?
Yeah, exactly. It seems like am I typecast? No, no, and it's great, and that's what I love about My Little Pony, and because there are so many female characters, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of females, because this is a really men's world, and it's like dominated by men,
sure,
and
sure. I understand.
yeah, so in like every is it one female character, there's 10 man
Yeah,
characters,
yeah.
and male characters is the
Sure,
name
sure.
for it. Sorry, male characters, and it's kind of sucks because
Absolutely.
the guys get a lot more work,
Yeah,
and also there's a lot more role models out there for men than there are for little girls,
very
and
true.
that's why I love Korra and My Little Pony, especially because My Little Pony is really positive,
Yeah.
and Korra is she's kicking butt and taking names,
Hmm.
and I like it.
Absolutely. The Pony is still relatively new in Japan. They've just aired, just starting to air season 2 here. And I'm
Huh?
very happy that they're doing it because there are a lot of animations, but like you said, not a heck of a lot of very positive female role models.
Yeah.
But one thing that just does annoy me to no end in Osaka, immediately after Pony, they air an animation called Jewel Pet, which is essentially aimed at getting 6-year-old girls wanting to buy jewelry and makeup.
Ah.
And it's as much hope and joy and positivity as Pony fills me with, a lot of it kind of just goes if I watch Jewel Pet.
Yeah, it's really. I actually said to my fiance today that we were watching cartoons, and they have commercials that actually talks to the kids, like toys and
Yes.
jewelry and spa playthings, and it's like are they even allowed to do commercials for kids? It shouldn't be.
Well, that's
And
a good
it's
point.
so stereotypical. Like the
Yeah.
girls, they well, that's a whole other issue and a whole other topic. But it really annoys me.
Of course, I understand that. I'm not going to be one to push Pony on anybody. Never. But at the same time, I have such an affinity for it that my students know it, and the girls love it to death. Most of the boys that I teach, most of them are ambivalent. Only one or two really object to it, but I don't, force like, all right, you don't have to listen to me. That's okay.
Mm.
But at least one or two 8-year-old boys that I know have started watching Pony. And they've
Oh,
said, oh, I like this character. They won't admit to liking the whole show yet. But they
no, no,
watch it
no.
every week, and they'll say, I like this character, or I like this character. Like, all right.
It's a transition.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. I like it. I like that. That's what I like about the Brony community as well, because they're not you're not afraid to show that we like this, and we shouldn't have to feel bad about it, and we shouldn't have to defend it.
Yep.
And I really respect that.
I will admit, though, my boss's son is about to turn 4, and he
Hmm.
loves the show, but every time he watches it, he'll say, Mom, are you sure Rainbow Dash is a girl? Every time, because he wants to really love Rainbow Dash, but it's like, it's a girl? Okay.
Isn't that weird? And it's like we're really in Sweden. We try not to force girly things on
Sure.
girls and boy things on boys. Is boy things? Is that even something?
Boyish.
Boyish things. Because I love to dress my little boy in bright colors.
Sure.
And he wears pink, he wears green, he wears brown, he wears blue, he wears every kind of color.
Sure.
And we do this baby swimming.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was only one other baby in that group, and the dad asks me after like the seventh lesson or something. Afterwards, we're having a snack, and
Yeah.
the dad asks me, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but how come you always have him in such colorful outfits? And I was like, I don't understand the question. And he was like,
Because
well,
they
don't
look
they?
nice. What's the
Yes,
deal?
because we like it. And at this particular day, he was wearing a hot pink body with the word like cool or something on
Okay.
the,
Sure.
and he was adorable in it. And I don't understand the question. And he was like, well, don't people think he's a girl? And I was like, well, yes, sometimes, but I usually don't bother correcting them because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Not really something
Doesn't
that they
matter.
have any reason to care about. So.
No, it doesn't matter if he's a boy or a girl, and it's just it was exhausting to me. And he
Oh,
was like,
sure.
because yesterday my kid, who was a boy as well, he was wearing dark blue the entire day, and people still thought he was a girl. And I was like, why are you so offended by this? You shouldn't be. Is it that horrible to be a girl? I don't understand.
It is called projection. You
Yes,
project fears of your own self onto other members that you know and begin to become afraid.
true that. No, so I was like, I don't understand the question, and I never, and only made him made him. I only dressed him in really colorful clothing every
Sure.
single lesson after that because I
Absolutely.
wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make a point.
So, off topic.
Though, really fast, I will mention it. In the Japanese language, there is an entire form of the language, form of Japanese that only males use. Uh,
Really?
yeah, still a bit archaic in that sense. And
Mm.
something that I'm not totally pleased with, but I've gotten used to it. In order to make Rainbow Dash more of a tomboy, she uses that form of speech, which is like 99% only used by males. So that may
Ah,
lead to my boss's son's confusion.
yeah, of course, but that's kind of clever, I guess. If you have
Yeah.
that language to use, you do it. I mean,
Yeah, I
she's
mean
supposed to be a
it's
mom.
not male and female. It's male only and everybody. So,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
if they're using the other form, it could be boy, could be girl. Nobody knows.
We have a word for when it's kind of new and it cost it was a huge deal a couple of years ago
Hmm.
in Sweden when we wanted to create a word for when we don't know if it's a he or a she. It's
Okay.
like, oh, I went to the doctor today. Oh, what did he, because we don't know if it's a he or a she, right?
Right. Okay. So a new pronoun. Right.
So we created a pronoun. Yes, that's good, Mr. Teacher.
Yay.
Uh, and so she is hon in
Hun.
Swedish.
Okay.
Hon.
Hun.
And in han is he.
Okay.
So when we don't know, it's hen.
Hen.
Yeah. So hon, han, and hen.
Hen. Okay.
Yes. So
Interesting.
some people has really embraced it, and it's like this is perfect
Uh-huh.
because we shouldn't say he about doctors and assume that it's a male doctor.
Right.
We should assume that it could be either.
Okay. Okay.
So but some people were like, no, we're gonna take all the sexes out of everything and do it. And it's like, oh, we're only gonna say hen to all the kids. No, no, not two people.
So
And they were
real
really upset.
real
They
fast, I will
misunderstood.
mention it that in English, you're supposed to say he or she. A lot of people will use they when
Oh
they're
yeah.
unsure of the gender of the person they're speaking to. Technically, that's grammatically incorrect, but I find it to be incredibly politically correct, so I go with it anyway, and I teach it to my students.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Sure, sure.
I will mention real fast, hen is an Osaka dialect word that means it's odd or it's strange.
That is kind of hen, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, that's great. I love that.
It can
Keep
also
bringing.
be at the end of a phrase to indicate that you don't to indicate that something is not. So wakarimasu is I understand. Wakarimasu hen is I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
Wakahen is I don't understand in Osaka.
Hmm, I
So
like it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So now you can just say, hey, don't make fun of that. It has Japanese roots.
exactly.
And just
So,
watch them go. Oh, really? Okay.
yeah. Oh, we can't say anything bad about the Japanese. No.
Yeah.
So, or the Japanese language or anything. No, good. I like that. I will use that as a shield.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I know that I've just before the interview I introduced you to a little bit of Brony music.
Yes, you did.
For anybody curious, I played the Luna song for her.
Yeah. Yes, you did. And it was a Euro techno version.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think that's the original version. I'm not 100% sure, but man, it's been remixed so many times. But it's a good song.
It's a good song. It was a great song.
Mm,
And I like the beat. So if it's the original, I liked it. I
hmm.
liked it a lot.
And
More of that. I have to listen to more of that.
well, that's kind of what I was getting into. Since people will start be following you on Twitter and other things, is that something you would appreciate them doing, just like suggesting
Yes,
songs or suggesting artwork or different things?
yes, of course.
Okay,
Please suggest away. I'll keep as updated as I can.
sure.
But of course, I would love that.
Yay, wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay. And
good.
on your Twitter account, it does list a website, but we have you mentioned it to me. It's not up yet.
No, it's not up yet. It needs to be updated,
Yes.
and so it's under construction. So hopefully in a few weeks or so, it will be up and running
So soon, we'll say.
soon. Hopefully, yes.
Well, a question that I ask in each of my interviews, and if you can do this, that's great. If not, it's no problem. But a question that I ask in each of my interviews, in all of My Little Pony, what would you say is the one line or one scene that defines you or speaks out to you?
Hmm. Now I have to think again.
Hmm. That was a wonderful sound effect for thinking.
Hmm. um. Let's see. Well, That was a hard question.
I know. I've asked it 52 times so far.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think since I haven't watched so much, I'm trying to remember
Sure.
what I've seen on YouTube and what I've seen. But I mean, there are so many different things that I love about Luna because she has so many sides to her, and I've been able to act her in so many ways since she was Nightmare Moon, and that. And I love to evil laugh.
Could we hear the evil laugh?
Okay, wait. Have to get in the zone.
Right. I'm going to take that as the perfect answer to my question.
Oh no! Does that define me? The evil laugh?
No, just it's a laugh that indicates
laugh?
extreme joy, possibly. No, if you could think of something else, that's great. But honestly, that's a wonderful answer in my book.
Okay, great. Hey, I did good. Good.
Oh, wonderful. Well, do you have any upcoming projects or things that people should check out if they could? Obviously, the website's coming up, and obviously, people follow her.
Follow me. Follow me on Twitter.
Yes.
Do it.
Well, yes, on Twitter. Not just like around the city.
No, please. On Twitter. Don't start peeking in the bushes. It will be weird.
Very weird.
Sorry, what was your question?
If you had any upcoming projects or shows or things that people should watch out for.
Let's see, what can I talk about?
That's true. A lot of stuff we can't talk about, so
yeah, a lot of stuff. I sworn to secrecy on so many stuff.
Sure.
But
we could use just incredibly vague pronouns if you'd like. Oh, the thing that's coming up at the time?
Oh yeah. Good. Well, there is one thing that we spoke of earlier with the kick-ass girl.
Yes,
oh, sorry,
yes.
I'm allowed to say ass maybe. Sorry, I said it again. The butt kicker girl.
Yes.
It's coming up.
Okay.
Soon.
All right.
And I think I don't dare be much more.
Okay.
I know I can say that I haven't been booked for any ponies.
Okay.
Right now.
Right.
So that's on the down low for now, but this comes in waves. Like all of a sudden you don't have any jobs at all, and then you're in like all week long. So
it never rains,
just because
but it pours.
Exactly. We call it the ketchup effect in Sweden.
Okay.
You know, when you pound on one end of the bottle and there's nothing and everything.
I personally, I'm not a huge fan of ketchup, but I know that if you use a Heinz bottle of ketchup, on the glass, there's the embedded Heinz 57 logo. That is the perfect place to tap it to get the ketchup to flow smoothly. Just saying.
No, duly noted.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. So the ketchup effect, but right now, no ponies in my future. Hopefully soon.
Right.
And hopefully I will get some more Twitter followers, and I would love to come to convents. The word.
Very different. Convent is where they train nuns.
I'm going to be a nun. That's I'm coming out saying I'm going to be a nun. No, conventions is the word.
Okay.
And meeting the fans, and that's why I'm doing this interview for the fans, and I love it. So
lovely.
Come on.
Bring it on.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you wanting to talk to me. It's an honor.
I think it's going to be a tidal wave at this point. A lot of people. Can I talk to you now? Can I talk to you? Can I get
Ooh, oh my God. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it.
Yep.
Bring it on.
Everybody, today we have been speaking with Fina Hylen. I wrote it down 4 times and I couldn't remember which one it was by glancing at it. I'm sorry. Fina Hylen.
Yes.
Would you mind doing Luna's voice one more time for us to close out? Just the huzzah, how many points do I receive?
Sure, of course. Okay. Tada! Hur många poäng får jag för det där?
Cute. Again, thank you very much for coming by. And you know what? Actually, may I impose upon you for a quick derpy? I just don't know what went wrong.
Alltså jag fattar inte vad som gick fel.
He's so sweet.
She is really sweet.
Everybody, you've got to follow this person on Twitter. Give her a lot of love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Everyone, this has been Osaka Jack with Into the Spotlight on Everfree Network. We'll catch you next time.